Hey everyone, One Big Boss here, and well, as you can tell, the setting has changed. Now, the meaning behind all this is I'm actually back in Boston now. I'm no longer living in Connecticut with my sister. We had come home a couple weeks ago to see our parents, and she was going to a Serbian festival to see her godfather and a bunch of people from California. And when we got home, there were a bunch of cop cars outside my house. My mother was in the back of one of the squad cars. Now, my mother has had problems with drugs her whole life, pretty much my whole life. She doesn't do like heroin or cocaine or weed or any of that stuff. No, she got hooked on prescription pills because her doctors, instead of helping her, just got her hooked on drugs, and they knew what they were doing because I have talked to these people numerous times and explained to them, you gotta stop this. She's uncontrollable. My mother's a rage monster. My mom has this deterioration, so she's kind of hunched over, but when she could stand up straight, she was about an inch shorter than me. I'm 6'1". She was 6 feet tall. And she was ungodly strong when she was on that medication. Even when she wasn't on those medications, she was ungodly strong for a woman. So after I moved out, I found out she began drinking when I came back and discovered all this. She began drinking over a year ago, and when I moved out, she began drinking heavier. I come from a bad family life at times. My father did everything he could to give me the best life possible, but my mom always seemed to ruin that. I feel bad because she's got a disease, she has a sickness, she's not well. She'll never be able to come back and live with my father. I will not allow it. He's 74 years old, and she's 55. Big age gap, I know. I'm 26, so my father had me late in his life. He's been married 3 times. So, the thing of it is, a lot of things have slowed down around here because my PS3 has gone, and then family situation I've been dealing with. But I am back, and I'm trying to get back in the swing of things. I still don't have a PS3. But my 360 is up and going. I'm going to get my buddies over here. We're going to do some Let's Plays and hopefully have a blast while playing them, because they're just... Let's Plays are, in general, just great to do. Because there's not a lot of scripting. You don't have to script nothing. You don't have to be forced to remember any lines that you may think of for a review that you want personally to say. That'll help sell the review and have people have a clear understanding of what you're trying to do. So that's why I love Let's Plays. You just let it fly. But we're going to get back to that. I plan on getting a PS3 in a couple months, or maybe about next month if all goes according to plan. So I'll be back in action even better than I am currently now. But it's just this whole thing with my mother has set me back a little bit. A lot of people are always wondering why I wear the sunglasses. It's because, sensitivity to light. But at the same time, when Resident Evil came out and we saw Wesker wearing those sunglasses, those aviators, his original ones from Resident Evil 1, I thought that was really cool that there was a guy who was wearing sunglasses at night. And then, that 80s song comes on, Sunglasses at Night by Corey Hart. And that was really cool. So I was just always wearing glasses at one point. And it also helps because I sort of have a speech impediment, somewhat. And one of my movie idols, probably my biggest movie idol, is Bruce Willis, and he suffered from a stutter. Acting helped cure that. And since I've been doing these reviews and these videos since 2011 now, my speech has gotten better, and I'm better to talk to with people. And another thing a lot of people ask that know me and know my home situation and what I've been through my entire life, having to go visit my mom in prison, mental hospitals, rehabs, and everything. They're like, how do you deal with all this? Like, what do? Do you drink? Do you smoke? And I was like, I don't. I never drank anything before. No alcohol. Never had any kind of alcohol at all. Never smoked a cigarette. Never smoked a joint. Never did drugs, cocaine, heroin, weed, none of that stuff. Mushrooms. Never did any of that stuff. Didn't appeal to me because of where I came from. Now, most people in that situation that I come from would be doing all that stuff because they grow up thinking, oh, well, if they can do it and get away with it, I get a free ride through life and nothing happens. My money, though, well, you can tell what my money goes to. And a lot of people always used to give me shit, well, you're just, video game addict, you're not, you've got a problem, you're collecting all that stuff. And I was like, really? Because I still have money to pay bills. I've been collecting this stuff for years, and as you can tell, like my classic collection. These things are what saved my life when I was dealing with a lot of like family issues and shit like that, and school was really tough for me because I have a learning disability, and I didn't really understand a lot of what the teachers were teaching. They wouldn't take the time to help because they couldn't, or some of them were just plain rude dicks. Regardless, though, a lot of the video games that you see up here, anything, these are what helped make me who I am today. Now, I'm not one of those people who believes that they are the character or something, or they live in this world. And I escaped to these worlds as a kid to see all these cool things. It's what inspired me to write. Now, my sister, she's the writer in the family. She's the one who does all the writing and everything, way better than I could ever do. She loves the ideas that I have, but just her way of wording and sentence structure, way better than mine. But it was video games that helped me get through a lot of the stuff and do a lot of the cool writing I've done. I even do my own series based off the ones that me and my friends created. So this is what my money goes to. This is what I do with my free time when I'm not drawing, doing photography, or hanging out with my friends. Now, if my friends want to go out and drink, they'll go out and have 2, 3, maybe 4 beers and stuff like that. I just have water and I get food. That's what I do. But this is what my money goes to. And again, people give me shit for it all the time, but I'm just like, hey, well, you people are going out and buying drugs, and you're going out and buying a lot of alcohol and everything, but yet, at the end of the day, $60 for a game lasts me a pretty long time. I mean, look at some of these games I got that are over, some of them probably close to 30 years old. Still working. Right? So who's laughing now? But that's the thing, though. That is the thing. I don't really shit on people for doing drugs, and I do a lot of the things I do to make people laugh. One of the reasons why I do this is because I know there's people out there that suffer through the same thing that I suffered through. Either a little worse, or a little under what I went through. It wasn't as extreme. But I try to make people laugh, entertain people on this channel the best I can, because the world needs laughter. And it's pretty much true. The world needs laughter, and people gotta pull the stick out of their asses, or people tell me to grow up and stop playing games. Really? Because I'm pretty okay with playing my games, and having a life and everything. I've had girlfriends before. I've had good jobs, and I take good care of myself. So I don't see what the problem is. You just gotta do what you want to do, and don't let anybody else tell you different. But again, things are going to get back to normal around here, but I just thought I would take this time to explain to everybody what I've gone through in my life that gets me to this point here. Hopefully everything will be back up and going soon. There's a new review I got that I've been working on, but because of everything that's happened, again, it got pushed back. Let's Plays, I want to start doing them on the Xbox more, because there's a lot of Xbox Live Arcade games from the Sega Genesis era and all that, so that'll be really fun to see how that turns out. Especially when I got some of my buddies over who were into those games more than I were when we were kids, and they just went nuts for them back then. So again, thank you for everybody for watching. Thank you for the continued support I get on this channel from everybody. Again, I can't thank everybody enough. And when you have life problems like these, where you're dealing with a bad home situation, there is hope. Don't fall into despair. Don't become an addict. Don't start being one of those people that blames their whole problems of life on what they went through. There's ways to get around everything. You have friends, utilize them. But don't be one of those people where you ask for advice and then do the opposite of that advice. Because I'll tell you right now, I've done that for a lot of people. I've been that counselor for people, and it gets really old really fast. So again, everybody, thanks for watching. More to come. Probably, like I said, October is going to be a busy month because I'm going to New York Comic Con. You guys will definitely see pictures from that. But again, thanks everybody for watching. Keep it here because we got a lot of stuff coming for you. So I'm One Big Boss, and as always, everybody, thank you, and I'll see you all next time.